G'day. The government is still steadfastly holding out on a Royal Commission into the banks, despite almost everybody else, the major parties, the Greens, a lot of the independents and the Labor Party calling for a Royal Commission. Now, a lot of a Royal Commission is just pageantry and so on, but it does have special powers to compel evidence, and it would be a good thing because we've got to remember these are banks that are basically now underpinned by the taxpayer. We own their risk. The executives are still paying themselves fancy salaries, so the upside is there for them, but they don't have any downside. We, the taxpayers, own that downside, so we should expect them to be accountable. So instead of a Royal Commission, Malcolm Turnbull will kick off early next month with some parliamentary hearings where the bankers will be called to answer questions before Parliament. What can we expect there? Well, we can expect the usual stuff on financial advice, on bank fees and so on market share and things. But really, it would only take one bank scandal between now and then to really get people calling even more strongly for a Royal Commission. I mean, in the past month, on michaelwest.com.au, we've broken a couple of stories. One has been the blind pea farmer from Victoria who is being charged 28% on his mortgage. The NAB very kindly settled that after we ran the story, and very quickly as well. And the other one was this secret deal between the Commonwealth Bank and the lawyer acting for the Storm Financial Group victims, Stuart Levitt. So they're denying that there was a secret deal, but it's in the emails which we've exposed on our website, and we've asked to see the deed to find out what this deal was about. How were both parties compromised? So hopefully some of these questions will be asked before the parliamentary inquiry. These deals need to see the full light of day. They need to be accountable, these banks. There should be no hiding things, no secret deals with lawyers for victims groups. As it's only a few days of hearings, it's very unlikely this is going to satisfy the calls for Royal Commission. These calls will continue to go on for the duration of this government because, frankly, there are too many bank scandals, too much charge by way of fees, too much of a market stranglehold, some 90% of this rich Australian mortgage market by 4 players. The calls for a Banking Royal Commission will continue. We may get a little bit of news out of these parliamentary inquiries, but it's hardly likely to satisfy the calls for Royal Commission.